City boy, city boy.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's your boy, Nate the Great, back with another video. And today, we're going to talk about the big problem, one of the biggest problems that is afflicting this era, this Triple H era. And that is the two consistent storylines that Triple H is holding on to for dear life, because if not for these two storylines, we're going to speak on one today, but if not for these two storylines, Triple H would be having to be more engaged in his job than he already is. So he has hung on to these two storylines, and we're going to talk about one of them today, and that is the Bloodline storyline. So just like on Monday Night Raw, okay, the Bloodline storyline is a storyline that Triple H has been holding on to, refuses to let go, is his consistent storyline that he continues to go back to and use the excuse of long-term booking, right? So that way, if all else fails, he can fall back on the Bloodline storyline, picking back up and turning into something big. And he has the same philosophy with the Judgment Day on Monday Night Raw. All else can change, all else can move around, but the Judgment Day is the sun of Monday Night Raw, what everything revolves around. If everything else fails, Triple H is just throwing shit at the wall. He has no idea what he's going to do. He knows that at least he has the Judgment Day storyline to fall back on and hope that it can become something bigger than what it is right now. The Bloodline story has long flamed out. Long flamed out. Okay? We started off with the OG Bloodline. We're just going to call it the Bloodline because that's what it is. It was the Bloodline. We had Roman Reigns come back as the tribal chief, destroy, stack everybody. All right? Everybody. Became one of the fourth or third longest reigning WWE champion of all time at like 1,300 days. The Usos behind him, becoming the longest reigning tag team champions, undisputed tag team champions. Sami Zayn, Solo Sikoa. This was the Bloodline. If we just moved into the second part, okay, because the Bloodline storyline, moving all the way up to when Roman Reigns ended his 1,300-day reign as WWE champion against Cody Rhodes. The Bloodline storyline should have ended there. But if it had moved on to where we're getting into, which is the new Bloodline, because they never came up, Triple H never had even the audacity or the creativity to try to come up with a new name for them or whatever. We just had to make up the new Bloodline as the audience, the Timu Bloodline. I've heard it called the Hood Line. Like, just, we had to come up with our own names for this faction because Triple H just didn't do it at all. We just called them the Bloodline, the new Bloodline. All right? So the new Bloodline consisted of Solo Sikoa at the head after removing Jimmy Uso from the equation and Paul Heyman from the equation. Recruited the likes of Tonga Loa, a complete jobber. Tama Tonga, a 5'1" Samoan Tongan whatever, who has like ADHD or Tourette's or some shit. And then he recruits Jacob Fatu, the only guy out of this group that was actually able to get over. And then at the head of this, we have Solo Sikoa, of course, the guy that just got off a 50-fight losing streak, but is somehow mad at Roman Reigns for losing a WWE championship when up to this point in his career. Now, to this day, Solo Sikoa has not even sniffed championship gold of any kind, be it tag team gold, be it Intercontinental United States gold, Speed Championship. He hasn't even touched the Speed Championship. And he had the nerve to be mad that Roman Reigns lost his WWE Championship. And we're supposed to take this team seriously. Triple H buried Roman Reigns in an attempt to get Solo Sikoa over as the new tribal chief. Failed. Killed Roman Reigns' aura, but failed at getting Solo Sikoa over because we just could not believe in this new bloodline. Got Tonga Loa injured. I think he broke his arm or some crazy shit in the War Games match. And from there, it was over from Tonga Loa. We haven't seen him on TV since. Maybe we have once or twice, but I can't remember. I don't recall. Then Tonga Loa, or Tama Tonga, he gets taken out at some point. We haven't seen him on TV in a few weeks. And now the story is just between Jacob Fatu and Solo Sikoa. It gets to the point where this story just needs to die. And instead of maybe, I don't know, something happening that could actually lead to this group just dying, just rip the Band-Aid off. We get a new member added last night in the likes of Jeff Cobb. Now imagine this, because the last couple of months, they've been beefing. All right, Jacob Fatu, Solo Sikoa, Tama Tonga, they've been beefing with the likes of LA Knight and Braun Strowman. Now, if Triple H was really a long-term booker, a creative genius, although this still would have, sucked to some degree, it would have been much better had Solo Sikoa. Same situation happening. We're in this four-way match. LA Knight, Damian Priest, Drew McIntyre versus Jacob Fatu, right? United States Championship on the line. Solo Sikoa, same ending sequence of the match, comes out, pulls Jacob Fatu off the table as LA Knight is getting ready to hit his elbow. LA Knight comes up, confronts Solo Sikoa, boom, drop from behind the barricade. Out pops Braun Strowman. Same guy Solo's been beefing with. Solo decides to side with Braun Strowman. Same guy that Jacob Fatu has been beefing with. Even the same guy that Jacob had to beat to get to the United States Championship. That's who Solo Sikoa pops out. Now Solo has a real enforcer. And then right here and there, that's where I would have just went ahead and had them just kill off the bloodline completely. Like I said, stomp Jacob Fatu into the dust. Solo Sikoa and Braun Strowman stomp Jacob Fatu into the dust. And then completely kill off the storyline. Instead, what do we get? The crowd goes mild because we get Jefferson Cobb, debuting. Michael Cole, he's one of the hottest free agents on the market right now. As if that's supposed to make anybody give a damn about Jefferson Cobb. It is time. It is beyond time. It's beyond time. Jefferson Cobb is 42 years old. Stands at a whopping 5'10" or some shit like that. Even Solo Sikoa, who is not that tall at all, he may be 6'1" or 6'5'11", something like that. And he towers over this Jeff Cobb guy. Triple H gave up Braun Strowman, 6'9", 320-pound beast of a human being, unit of a human being, for Jeff Cobb to keep the Bloodline story going. Ixnay the whole thing. Drop it in the trash now. Triple H needs to be fired yesterday. This is horrible. Why must we continue to subject ourselves to all the Samoan and the Polynesians of whatever kind, Samoans, Tongans, whatever? They're just all getting thrown out there. You kind of look like an islander, so we're going to throw you out there to be with the Bloodline because we need to keep this story going. This is bad, man. This is bad. I'm not impressed. I hate everything that's happening right now with the Bloodline. Triple H has no idea what it means to be creative. And this is the best that he can give us. Debuts, right? Shocking returns. Turning on your mentor, turning on your family, turning on your friends. These are the only storylines that we get now. That's it. And this is going to keep happening. Who knows? Maybe Jeff Cobb will get more over than Solo Sikoa. And then we'll bring up fucking Jerry Eggplant or some shit like that. Maybe he'll be next. And that's how we'll keep the story going. As I've said many times before in this review, this story needs to die immediately. Triple H in the trash. All right. But that's not what we're going to get. So let me know what y'all think of the Bloodline storyline down below in the comments below. Has it overstayed its welcome? Do you think that it still has more life in it? I don't know how you could believe it. But if you do, go ahead and drop why you believe so in the comments below. All right. Like and subscribe to the channel if you want to hear some more. And this has been your boy, Nate the Great, back with another video. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace.